Good afternoon and welcome to Lemoyne College for the introduction of our newest head women's basketball coach, Mary Grimes. First, we'd like to start with our 14th president, Dr. Linda Lemura.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is an exciting day. When we go to recruit a coach, we're looking for certain things, obviously. That's Lemoyne-esque. A person who puts academics first. A person who has great integrity, who cares deeply about the student, athlete, model, who works carefully, professors, and members of the administration and staff. A person who is tireless in terms of making sure our students are successful in the classroom first. We found that person. You're going to hear more about Mary, the great tradition here of basketball at the college. It would be lost on me or all of you if I didn't say that our fourth athletic director has hit the ground running with his very first hire at the college, and I'm just so thrilled that Bob is here and working with us. I would never be able to tell you he wasn't Jesuit educated. He's just already breathing the charism. Now, there's one of the things I'd like to share with you because it's a unique perspective that there isn't another person, I don't think, in this room. Maybe Gina Castelli, Coach Castelli, can tell you this. And I share these sentiments based on my own experience. I competed against Coach Grimes. And I told you it was a unique perspective. And you don't mind, do you? No? Not at all. Good. Good thing, because I was going to do it anyway. She is a fierce competitor, but an amazing sport. Right, Dr. Ward? I often had to guard Mary, and it wasn't an easy draw for me. I can't tell you the number of times that she would break my ankles with a great move to the hoop. Not literally, okay? The vernacular, right? She'd be so fast I couldn't keep up with her. And after she scored on me, she would always help me up and, give me that little gotcha again kind of look. But her sportsmanship, her integrity, her hustle, her intensity was manifest on the court. And her character. We're thrilled. I'm grateful and thankful to all of you, and look forward to hearing from Coach Grimes in just a moment. Thank you.
Thank you, President Lemura. Now we will have our fourth athletic director, Bob Arad, speak.
So I have drawn the short stick again, having to follow President Lemura at the lectern, and that's never an easy task. And clearly not as talented as she is as a speaker, as I have my notes with me. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for joining us on this very significant day in the history of Lemoyne College. First of all, I'd like to thank our 14th president, Dr. Linda Lemura, for her support and involvement throughout the search process. None of this would be possible without Dr. Lemura's steady guidance and strong leadership. Thank you, President. I'd also like to publicly recognize and thank Gina Castelli, who is joining us here today. The contributions Gina has made to the sport of collegiate women's basketball and the program here at Lemoyne are endless. The number of lives she's positively impacted, countless. Thank you, Gina, for your dedicated and passionate service to Lemoyne College and to our women's basketball program. These past 8 years have been phenomenal. Your presence is already sorely missed, but we wish you the best on your next steps of your career's journey. Thank you. Finally, I'd like to thank Jen Fabian, who chaired our search committee, and all of our committee members for their diligence throughout the process. We charged Jen to expedite the search, but it was most important that we found the right candidate. In Mary Grimes, we found the perfect fit to lead the women's basketball program. Jen, thanks very much for your efforts. When I think of Mary Grimes, the word winner leaps to mind. Mary has won every place she's ever been. As a player at Siena under Coach Castelli, and as an assistant coach at Lemoyne, Syracuse, and Albany, and the groundwork she's laid at Xavier in helping change the culture of that program in 2 short years will result in great success in the near future. You see, Mary's teams simply win, and they win big. Counting her days as a player and a coach, Mary has been part of teams that have made 12 trips to postseason play. 12. We are excited for Mary to bring that championship mindset to the Heights and increase that total to a baker's dozen this coming winter. No pressure, Coach. As we set out to find our next head coach, it was important that we identified a candidate who knows what it takes to build a championship program. A person of impeccable character that understands the Lemoyne community and embraces the Jesuit values that guide our campus culture. We were looking for an individual that could set high standards, hold members of the program accountable to those standards, and of course, a winner. Most importantly, we were searching for a head coach that would support the mission and core values of Lemoyne College and the Department of Athletics. Someone that would guide, encourage, and support our student athletes in their pursuit of comprehensive excellence. Someone who espouses the Lemoyne way. We found all of that in Mary Grimes. Someone who will build on the championship culture established by Gina Castelli with great thought and great care. Mary, welcome to you and Braylon and Mia. I know they're joining us on the web stream, so hi out there. Welcome back to the Lemoyne family. We're so excited to have you to return to the Heights. And at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the 6th head coach in the history of the Lemoyne women's basketball program, Mary Grimes.
Well, I'm just like Bob. I gotta have my notes. Feels like a long time coming, but in God's time, right? God's time. Well, this is truly an exciting day for me, and there's a lot of people I'd like to thank. Starting with Dr. Lemira. Reconnecting with you has been great. Hearing your passion for the college, the athletic department, and the community is really exciting. And I knew it was a place I wanted to be part of again. Thank you for all your support, and I can't wait to see you and the student body in the stands. Bob, thank you for taking a chance on me. Your vision for the women's basketball program and the athletic department as a whole is really cutting edge. Speaking with you and hearing about those finer details of making Lemoyne an even better place is exciting, and I'm eager to get to work. To the search committee and the players, Jen, Steve, Meredith, Dr. Ward, and Q, Jenna, Talia, Latoya, thank you for all your commitment in the process. To the alumni who reached out to see if I was even interested in the job and if I'd come back, and all those who supported me in the process, thank you. And I want to give a special thank you to my family, to my parents, who barely knew anything about basketball when I started playing and still don't, but supported me all through high school, college, and still in my coaching career. My dad would say, I'm here to just drive and cheer, and they still continue to do that to this day. To my kids, Braylon and Mia, you two are amazing, and I'm proud and love you both. Woo, love you guys. So I've had the opportunity to work for some great head coaches, Jeannie, Coach Q, Coach A, Coach Castelli, and Coach Miller. They have all had an impact on me and helped me grow as a coach. But I want to give a special thank you to Melanie Moore, who I am truly grateful for the opportunity to work as leader. And like I told you before, I felt like I hit the lottery every time I walked into the office, thinking she picked me to be on her first staff as a head coach, and I will forever be grateful. And obviously this was a tough one. A very special thank you to Coach Costello. You took a chance on this girl from Detroit, and when my parents dropped me off, I'm pretty sure they pulled you aside and said, take care of our little girl. And you have done just that. Thank you for the opportunity to work with you 2 years ago. We had a great run, and I will continue to build on that foundation that was created. I am beyond grateful to you and all that you have done to help me grow as a player, as a coach, but more importantly, as a person. Thank you. So as all of you know, I've worked at Lemoyne on 2 separate occasions, and the Hypes, they just keep calling me back. And during my last time here, the Inside the L culture had a real impact on me as a coach and as a person. So much so that it helped me create my vision for the program. And I came up with WE, W-E-E. And like Bob said, that W stands for win. And that's what we plan to do here is win. I've been a part of some truly successful winning programs, and I will bring that same passion for winning here to Lemoyne. And it really fits that Modges piece of excellence with integrity and that deep yearning for more. So our goal would be to win a national championship. That second letter E is encourage. That is who I am. I'm a positive person, and that's how I coach. And it ties into that men and women for others. We will have a positive atmosphere here. We will lift each other up. We will be a team. And that last letter E is to empower. Through Cura Personalis, it is my responsibility to empower these young women, to help them to become better people first and foremost, but giving them the tough love when needed, but also caring for them as individuals. So, win, encourage, and empower. That is what I will strive to do here. And lastly, I'd like to share what I told with the committee in the interview process, and that I'm a person of first. I was the first person in my family to play basketball in high school, college, and get a full scholarship. I was a member of the first NAC championship team at Siena in the NCAA tournament. I was on the coaching staff at UAlbany when we won our first American East Championship and tournament bid. And here at Lemoyne for the first NE10 Conference Championship in Sweet 16. So I'm excited that this is my first head coaching job. And I never intended to have all these firsts, but God doesn't give us anything we can't handle. And it really speaks to the culture of Lemoyne of being the change, and I'm happy to be a part of it. And again, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I'm excited to get to work. Fins up.
Okay, now we'll open it up for questions. Kate or Dan, do you have anything?
Hey, Coach. Just first off, I mean, you're also the first black head coach in Lemoyne athletic history. What does that mean to you?
Well, I don't think it's really hit me yet. You know, it's like I said, I never set out to be all those first, but I'm proud. There's a lot of other coaches out there that I've had to learn from. Carolyn Peck, Don State, Vivian Stringer. So it was important that I had role models to look up to. So hopefully I can have an influence in those younger generations that are looking to be head coaches in this business.
Coach, just looking, through your history, you mentioned so many different people. As far as mentorship, I know that there's a lot of names that probably a lot of people you can pull from, but forward and taking maybe some mantras or some really key things that helped you for your career?
Well, honestly, I can't just pinpoint one. You know, they've all had such an impact on me. I mean, developing my recruiting style, my recruiting mantra, I guess you could say, came from Coach Q. And you guys would know it. Coach Abe is an unbelievable person at X's and O's. And Coach Castelli and Coach Miller, unbelievable culture. So I kind of taken a lot from all of them. So pinpointing one it would be tough. And Jeannie, she always told me, on the road in this league, you got to be 10 points better. So.
Where did the WE, where did that all stuff come from?
Yeah, I talked to Nate about this in the interview process, and I always think it was, in me to encourage and empower. And as I got closer to being a head coach, I was just like, it's got to be something else. And I looked at my career, and I'm a winner. So I just put win at the beginning, because if I put it the other way, it wouldn't work.
Anything else?
Hey, Mary, what was your thought when you heard that the point that since you've been here 2 times, not this one, but what was your thought about the recruiting that?
I was having such a great career at Xavier, and I was just like, do I want to go back to the snow? So that was my first thought. But I felt like where I am in my career, the opportunity for my family as well as me,